The pandemic means much shorter office hours for funeral directors to get death certificates and burial permits from the city health department, but now that's changing. New York One's Ron Lee has a story from Lower Manhattan.
With the coronavirus pandemic leading to more deaths than many funeral homes can handle.
I'm refusing cases. Unfortunately, I'm not taking anything out.
Many funeral directors are overwhelmed and getting frustrated. Arsenio Lopez and other funeral home workers leaving the Department of Health's death registration office tell me a big reason for that frustration stems from the city's recent decision to reduce window hours to process death registrations from nearly 24 hours to just 8 hours. A DOH spokesman says the decision was made in part to encourage social distancing. And while those in line have been standing at least 6 feet apart, many funeral home workers say it can now take up to 2 or 3 hours to receive physical copies of death certificates or burial permits. And it's during hours when other urgent business needs tending to.
Who set those rules? I don't know, but it's very bad for us because from 8 to 4, we usually serving families, picking up bodies. It's not like a 10-minute stuff. It takes 3-4 hours to get a body from these trailers nowadays. Then you got to file, and you got slots in the cemeteries.
Everything is more difficult because everyone's overwhelmed. I mean, it's just overwhelmed. Funeral home, health department.
In response to many complaints from funeral directors, the city implemented revised operating hours Thursday night, with window service extending by 4 hours each day, going from 8 in the morning until 8 at night. But for an industry where some religions require bodies be buried quickly, even the revised hours may not be enough.
Doing the opposite of what it should be. Why can't you be open 24 hours like you normally are?
Patrick Gallahue, a spokesman for the city health department, says window hours for the death registration unit were initially reduced to encourage social distancing. And to further reduce the need for window service, he says the DOH has been making an aggressive push to encourage doctors to submit death certificates electronically. If it's entered electronically, Gallahue says funeral home workers could potentially avoid having to come to the DOH office in person in order to receive an official death certificate. He also says funeral directors would be able to print an electronic copy of a burial permit as long as an electronic death certificate had also been issued by the health department. In Manhattan, Ron Lee, New York One.